In our parents' age, you would have had to go to the radio station. You would have had to go to the TV station. There was some big guy controlling everything. The internet has removed all of that. That doesn't exist anymore. We're going to do this so many times. Oh my God.
I want to take you guys on the road. I want to document.
I am all about documenting the process. All of this is just a whole big play for legacy.
That's right.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Kaizen Experience. I'm your host, Samuel Manyon. I'm very excited to be here today. This is episode number 1, and it's a new series I'm putting out. A lot of people, I don't know if you've been tracking some of my stuff on Instagram, you know exactly why I'm doing this, right? All of this is just a whole big play for legacy. I'm always talking about, think about if Elon Musk documented the process from the time he was a little kid up until right now, right? Like, that'd be so cool. Something legacy, something my grandkids can look back on, building brand parallel to my digital agency, Kaizen Code. And that's what I'm all about. Today, we have a very special guest with us. One of my friends from school, actually. First of all, we're friends before anything. But let me bring her in, and we can speak to her for a little bit. Hi, Kat. How are you? How are you feeling?
I don't know. I'm really excited and nervous
Yeah.
at the same time.
Same.
Yeah, you know.
So can you give us just a little 2-minute rundown on who you are, first of all, how we ended up getting to the point of us working together, and just like the little 2-minute rundown.
Okay, guys. I'm Katlawa Ritabile Jafta, and most of you guys probably know me as Sachi on Instagram and my other social media platforms. So basically, Samuel and I have been friends since I think grade 9.
But like, it only started clicking like this year though. Like, it's weird like that. Like, COVID came, and then like that's when we really started clicking.
Okay, so he's been like one of the people who've been telling me like, yo, you need to get your shit together with like the whole modeling thing. And like, to be honest, I was sleeping on it. Like, I wasn't serious. I'm like, okay, I will. But this year, I don't know what changed. Like, everything just started happening, and like I started getting my shit together.
Oh yeah,
And
sorry to interrupt. For those of you who might be confused, she is a model. She's an aspiring model, getting jobs here and there. You know, we're all young, starting out, and we're sort of just building brand online. So yeah, you can continue.
Samuel helped me with Sachi Talks. Well, he's the person behind Sachi Talks as well. So like we're doing that, and yeah.
Yeah, so basically how it happened is we've been friends up until from like grade 9 and everything. And
Yeah.
COVID came, and then we were in lockdown and everything. And it was sort of that period after we got back to school when I was like, okay, Kat, what I'm seeing on the internet is just absolutely crazy. What I'm seeing people doing with the internet, with social media platforms in specific, I was like, this is bonkers. It's never been more practical to say, Mom, Dad, I want to be this thing, and actually work hard towards it and achieve the thing. So for those of you who don't know, Kat is a hardcore Justin Bieber fan. So that's why I call him my Justin, you know, like the whole discovery story, how he was discovered on YouTube and all of that stuff. And we're sort of in that process right now. I think it's the most interesting thing, you know, when you start from ground zero. You know, nobody knows who we are. No one. Episode number 1, first show, first podcast, first time putting ourselves out there. And I think it's something for the story. It's something to document and something to watch. And just something that speaks to growth. I want to ask you, I want to hop into some questions. Let me ask you a question. Based on some growth that we've seen on your platforms, on the social media, on your Instagram, TikTok, and sort of just like comments you've been getting, and just like how your pages have grown and everything. How can you say your view of the internet or social media platforms is different right now to what it used to be, let's say, this exact date 1 year ago?
People wouldn't know me. I'm not saying everybody knows me, but you know,
Yeah.
that few that know us know me. I mean, it's because of what I put out there, and it's
Yeah,
because of the platforms, right?
just content.
And
Yeah,
I mean, like, everybody's on social media nowadays.
exactly.
So, like,
A lot of
I
people. Yeah,
if you're trying to go far with what you want to do, you need social media.
exactly. Let me touch on that a little bit. I think, a lot of us come here and we demonize social media or the internet or things that have happened on top of the whole internet platform. And I think it's just all about perspective. It's crazy to me for me to think that for us to have this StreamYard right now, for us to have this broadcast, for us to have this podcast for all of my listeners on the Kazin Plus One show, I think it's absolutely crazy that 30 years ago, in our parents' age, we would have had to go through the radio corporation. We would have had to go through the TV corporation, and now everything is out there for free at scale. I think it's absolutely bonkers. And for anybody trying to achieve something substantial on the internet, it's all about attention land grabbing. It's not that I think Instagram is cool or that Snapchat is the place. It's just where the attention is right now. And if you want to build brand on top of that, I think these are very interesting places to be on.
People need to know that social media is important, no
Mm,
matter what we think, but it is. And a lot of people get noticed through social media platforms. I mean,
yeah.
look at Uncle Vinny. I mean, he's already far because of what? Social media, right?
Exactly. For those of you who don't know, Uncle Vinny's like a promoter. What does he also DJ? I'm not sure. He's just a social media. He's a media personality, and he does
Yeah.
events and all of these things. And he's been able to grow, and literally his life changed because of being active on these platforms. And I think a lot of people look down upon it. They think, oh no, Instagram, oh no, Twitter, oh just Facebook.
As well, we need to let people know that it's okay to get judged because you're putting yourself out there. A lot of people will tell you, "Oh, you think you're better now because you're popping," you know. I mean, just do you.
Exactly.
At the end
That's
of
a
the
very
day,
interesting That's a very important conversation that we need to have. I feel like when anybody's trying to do something substantial in life, there's always going to be pushback.
mm,
Like I'm sure as you started, a lot of your friends were like, "Oh, look at you now. Who do you think you are?"
yeah,
Right?
exactly. I
Meantime,
lost
you're trying
friends
to
too.
exactly think about that. Everybody think about this. She decided to follow her dreams. She decided to be dedicated and work hard towards it, and she lost friends because of it. People are always going to have something to say. So it's really it that goes back to your why. What's your purpose? Why are you doing certain things? You know, when you really know what drives you, I
Mhm.
think you're in a really powerful position where all the pushback can come in the world, but it doesn't make a difference. Okay, so let's flip it now. Let's talk about somebody who might not believe in the power of digital. Someone who might not believe in the current state of the internet right now, from the kid who's saying, "No, I want to start a YouTube channel, but I'm boring," to the 45-year-old business owner who's like, "My clients aren't on social media." Like some people, like I feel like we really connect on this video form, but the truth of the matter is some people suck at video. Some people suck at the whole personality thing, but they might be really good at audio, might be really good at podcasts, might be really good at written word, blogs and stuff like that. And like a voice is coming. Like whether people like it or not, voice is coming. Voice is the ultimate next frontier. And for anybody trying to like everybody who says I want to be something and that something involves something great, I highly recommend that tomorrow, actually now, stop this video right now and go start a podcast. It's crazy to me that yesterday I literally launched a podcast within 20 minutes on Anchor FM. It took me like 20, 30 minutes. Next day, it was already approved by Spotify, Apple. I mean, it's just excuses. Like, it's crazy to me. Everything is out there at scale on the internet for free, guys. Let me remind you again. In our parents' age, for people our age, in our parents' age, you would have had to go to the radio station. You would have had to go to the TV station. There was some big guy controlling everything. The internet has removed all of that. That doesn't exist anymore. That's why we're able to do stuff like this. And I just think there's too much opportunity and too many complainers. What is something you're excited about? Something current, something future? What do you think there's something that's there to look out for, you know?
So I'm excited about actually getting a contract with okay, I won't say the name of the agency yet, but
Yeah.
like um I'm
Is
planning
working on
on
that?
yeah, I'm planning on doing my portfolio. Well, I have like a temp portfolio,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like I'm working on that. I'm gonna get that done before like we go back to school.
yeah.
And yeah, and I mean
Cool.
I just only need a portfolio, and I believe that I can get signed in by any agency.
Exactly. And it's
Yeah.
not just blind belief. I like that we're putting the work towards it. You know, we've come
Mhm.
behind the scenes, sort of come up with that whole content model, right? And we have like the whole strategy how to move forward. Obviously, we adapt as things change, but we
Content,
have like the basic framework. Content, content,
content,
content.
content.
I can't stress this enough. I can't stress this enough. It's like content in 2021 is like this is currency. This is what we have to bank on, you know? When
Mhm.
people want to know what you're about these days, it's no longer a newspaper 1998. It's what does your Twitter page look like? What does your
Mm.
Instagram page look like? And that's a really important part of culture. I really like how things are shifting. To your point, yes, you're very correct. And to that, I'd say be authentic. And on top of that, just be a good person. You know, when you're putting yourself out there, everything's going to be on the internet. That's a foregone conclusion. Everything will be on the internet.
Mhm.
So when you have good intentions and you know exactly why you're doing what you're doing, I think it's very easy to be careful on the internet.
Yeah, basic like that's what I wanted to say. I mean, everybody's looking.
Everybody's looking, everybody's watching. And I think it's about perspective. If we can really channel that correctly and say, okay, everybody's looking, everyone's watching, but that's a good thing because now I choose the narrative that I have to tell. I choose what to put out there, right?
Mhm.
I choose how I want to be viewed and how I want to build whatever I'm building. I think it's an extremely powerful place to be in.